Hello. So today we're going to do a Pilates series. I am a yoga teacher, but I have been in love with Pilates since I first got a Pilates DVD when I was in high school and tried it, which I know is dating me a little bit. I don't think anyone watches DVDs anymore. But I really fell in love with Pilates when I was in college. My school had a great dance program and I took ballet classes every semester and I took a semester of modern dance. But my favorite class was called Pilates for Dancers. And what I loved about Pilates then and continue to love now, particularly about mat Pilates, is that it's just you and the mat. So all there is using your own body to create strength and grace. No props, nothing else. Pilates really teaches you to tune into the subtle movements of your muscles and learning to call on different muscle groups, including little muscles that you might not have even realized that you had. And so I love that experience of really having to go within and really feel your body from the inside out. So today we're going to do one of my favorite Pilates series, an ab series. I'll probably throw in a little bit some yoga elements. We'll kind of see where it takes us, but I hope you enjoy. So I encourage you to get comfortable on your mat for a moment. Just sort of feel yourself rooted to the earth before we get started. We're going to create some heat and some fire with our movements, but it's nice for a moment to just feel settled, to take into account the steadiness and the inertia of your body. So maybe you want to close your eyes in a comfortable seat. Allow your shoulders, maybe an inhale to rise up towards your ears, and exhale, bring them down your back body. You can have your eyes closed during this. And just feel your breath. Allow your breath to breathe you. Maybe you can hear the sound of you breathing. To really feel the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice all the places where, as you're seated, your body touches the earth. Maybe you feel the outsides of your feet pressed against the mat. Maybe you feel the texture of your mat. Alongside your thighs, your hips, or your sit bones. Feel that connection with the mat beneath you. And then feel your spine really long from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. Long, heart open. As you begin to expand, maybe your gaze lifts slightly. As you welcome in that light, that energy. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, let it go. Go ahead and open your eyes. And you're going to come to child's pose on your mat. So this is a traditional yoga pose. So you're going to come to sit back on your heels as your arms stretch all the way out overhead and your third eye comes towards the earth. Maybe you want to tent your fingers and begin to reach them forward. Maybe walk them a little bit more forward, creating that stretch all through your shoulders, the back body. And take a
few deep breaths, expanding into the back of your heart center. Creating more openness with each inhale, a greater stretch. Take one more full breath in. On your exhale, let it go. You're going to plant your palms into the earth, and you're going to come forward into, in gymnastics, it's called seal pose. In yoga, it's upward facing dog. So your hands are by your hips, fingers point forward, shoulders draw down your back body so that your heart begins to open. On your exhale, press back to your child's pose. Inhale, come through into that upward facing dog. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale all the way through, open your heart. And continue at your own pace, rounding through your spine to get into your child's pose. Coming through to open your heart. Exhaling into your child's pose. Inhale as you rise. And let's do one more. We'll meet in that heart opening pose. Take another breath here. And you'll come to your tabletop position for just a moment. Maybe you want to take some circles. Bringing some love into those wrists. You can circle the other way. And then you're going to come to sit back, stretch your legs out in front of you. In yoga, this is Dandasana. So your legs are straight out in front, feet are flexed, spine is long. Bring your arms out to the sides. You're going to twist to your right, and we're going to do 8 pulses, twisting towards the right, looking over the right fingers. And on every pulse, you're going to do an exhale, so it's going to be okay, so you can do it with me. We'll do 8. Come back to center, and we're going to do the same thing over the left side. So go ahead and turn towards your left, and 8 exhales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring your arms back out to your side, stretch through your fingertips. Inhale, your arms rise overhead, and exhale, you begin to fold forward. Feel your breath. Maybe on an inhale, you lengthen your spine, and exhale, you fold a little bit deeper. You're going to go ahead and rise back up. If you're not already, bring your feet to the edge of your mat, staying in that same position. And we're going to get right into that ab series there. So you're going to go ahead, keep those legs active and engaged and strong. Reach your arms out in front of you so that your thumbs are up, your palms face each other. On your exhale, you're going to round your spine and roll all the way down to your back. And bring your arms overhead. Inhale, you're going to rise all the way back up. And exhale, you're going to fold forward. And you're going to start it again. So you can do this with me now. So arms out in front. Exhale, roll all the way down. Arms overhead. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, fold forward. Let's start again. Roll down to your back. Arms overhead. Inhale, rise, and exhale, fold. So you're going to continue at your own pace. You're going to roll down, arms extend, rise all the way up as you fold forward. Feeling this like a cycle in your body until it becomes a dance. Feeling your movement from within. Let's go ahead and do one more. Rolling all the way down, arms overhead, rise up, fold forward, and return to your Dandasana. So you can see here my mat sort of came with me for the ride. If yours did too, you can go ahead and reset that. So you can go ahead and lay down on your back now. Hugging both knees into your chest. You're going to hold on to your right knee with your hands as you extend your left leg all the way out and allow it to hover. So it's not touching the ground, it's hovering just above it. As you do this, you're going to lift your head off the earth. And then you're going to go ahead and switch sides. So right leg extends and hovers, left knee comes into your chest. And then you're going to switch sides, and on every switch, you're going to do an exhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. Continue going at your own pace. And with each one, feeling one leg elongate as the other one hugs into your chest, drawing into yourself even as you stretch and lengthen. Switch, 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 switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and go ahead and release your head back to the earth. Hug your knees into your chest, and maybe rock from side to side. Come to stillness for a moment. This time, you're going to keep your knees for a moment hugged into your chest. You're going to lift your head off the earth. On an inhale, everything extends, arms and legs hover. And then go ahead and draw your knees into your chest as you go ahead and hug your knees once more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring everything back into a ball. So we're going to do 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go ahead and release your head to the earth and just breathe for a moment. All right, we're going to move on to the next thing. So you're going to straighten your right leg all the way up into the sky and go ahead and grab behind your right leg anywhere you can reach. Keep those toes pointed. You're going to keep your head on the earth as your left leg extends down towards the floor and hovers just above the floor. So how it's going to look is you're going to keep your legs straight and then you're going to switch them. So right leg comes to the floor as you draw, grab behind your left leg. So it'll look like this. Switch, switch. And on every switch, when you grab that new leg, it's going to be an exhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. Continue switching your legs at your own pace. Again, feeling them stretch out from your hips, toes pointed, one up to the sky, one all the way out, creating long, strong lines with your body. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. And once again, go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Maybe you want to rock from side to side. Shake out those ankles a little bit, any movements that you need to take. All right, now you're going to stay on your back, but you're going to reach your legs all the way up to the sky. So straighten those legs, point your toes. Your head's going to stay on the earth, so you can either keep your hands by the sides of your body, or if you want, you can interlace them and create like a little pillow, a little cushion under your head. That happens to be my favorite way to do it, but you can find what feels good to you. So what you're going to do is you're going to lower your legs just to above the earth to hovering, and then you're going to lift them all the way back up. So lower those legs and rise back up. So with the breath, it'll be exhale as you lower, inhale as you lift. And if you can't go all the way down towards the earth, that's okay. Just take little movements. Do what feels good to you so this becomes accessible. So let's do 8 of these together. So 8 lower, 8 rise. 7 lower and hover, 7 rise. 6 lower, 6 rise. 5 lower, 5 rise. We're at 4 now, halfway there. 3. There's 2. And last one. Once more, go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Maybe you want to rock from side to side. And then go ahead, either you can grab on the outsides of your shins or underneath behind your thighs and your hamstrings, and just go ahead and rock and roll. Feeling that nice massage along your back body. And we're going to do one more. You're going to roll all the way up to sitting. You're going to reach your arms out in front of you. Go ahead and tip back onto your sit bones as you begin to lift your legs up into the air. You can keep a bend in your knees. Breathe into your boat pose here. Feel your whole core engaged. And on your exhale, you're going to slowly lower back towards the earth. So your legs are now stretched out in front of you. Just move a little bit. So that you're lying flat on your back. You're going to once again point your toes, and you're going to lift your right leg into the air. So we're going to do circles here. So you're going to circle your leg all the way out to the right and all the way back up. So exhale as it lowers, inhale as you rise. Let's do 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8. Go ahead and grab behind that right leg and draw it into your body. And then you can release that right leg to the earth. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And again, the whole time you want to feel your back body grounded on the earth. So everything else tries to remain as still as possible so that the only thing that moves is your leg. So go ahead and lift that left leg straight up into the air, point your left toes, and then again, exhale, circle your left leg out to the side. Inhale as it rises back up. All right, starting now, we'll do those 8 more. We've got 1, 2, and again, everything else stays nice and still. The only thing that moves is your leg. That was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, 8. Go ahead and grab behind that left leg and draw it in towards your body. Whole back body resting on the earth. You can go ahead and release it. If you want to take any wiggles, shake it out, you can do that. You're going to turn onto your side now, onto your right side we'll start with. So you're going to create a pillow with your arm. You're going to be towards the back of your mat. Your right arm extends so your head can rest onto it, and your legs are straight out. So you're creating one long line from your head to your toes. Your left hand is going to cross over your heart to balance on the earth. And we're going to do some kicks with our legs into the air. So your left leg is going to rise and then come down and hover, rise and hover. So again, in Pilates, we want to keep everything else in the body still except for the part of the body that's moving. So in this case, the left leg. You can have your ribs tucked in slightly so that they're not sticking out. All right, we'll do it together. So inhale, leg rises, exhale, hover. Up and down, up and down, up and down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to go ahead and roll over onto the other side. So we're going to do the same thing the other side. So left arm extends out as a pillow. Right arm comes across your heart to rest on the earth. Toes are pointed. And then here we go. Inhale up, exhale hover. Up and hover. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, let's roll over and do that one more time. So coming onto the right side body, and ready, 8, 7, maybe a little faster, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, here we go, let's get right into it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You're gonna come onto your belly. Bring your hands by the sides of your chest and lift up into a cobra pose. So bend your elbows slightly as you press into your palms. Feel all the muscles in your back body drawing together. And just breathe where you are. Maybe you straighten your elbows. Maybe you walk your hands in towards your body for a deeper stretch. Then you're going to come back to that tabletop position. So your hands or your wrists are going to be right below your shoulders, knees below your hips. On your inhale, your right arm's going to rise, your left leg rises behind you with your left foot flexed. And you're going to hold this position, creating one long line between your right fingers and your left heel. Your navel is lifted towards the back of your spine, keeping your core strong. Take one more deep breath in, stretching, extending, and exhale, release to your tabletop. We're going to go ahead and do that on the other side. So inhale, left arm rises, right leg lifts, right foot is flexed. And again, one stretch, one long line between left fingers and right heel. Navel draws in as you breathe. Feel your balance and strength, your grace and power at once. One last stretch. And exhale, release. And we're gonna end sort of like we began. So you're gonna take those circles one more time. Just noticing how your wrists feel this time around. Circle the other way. And go ahead and sit back on your heels for a child's pose. Inhale, come forward into your seal or your up dog. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift all the way up, open your heart, hips to the earth. Exhale, round into your child's pose. And continue to move at your own pace. Again, letting this be like a dance. Following your own rhythm. Let your breath lead you. Let it be a flow. Two more. And then you're going to stay here in your child's pose, surrendering your third eye to the earth. Maybe allowing your elbows to come down to the floor too. And breathe into the safety of this cocoon, this child's pose. Giving your body a chance to rest. Allow your body to surrender to the earth. To become still once again. Quiet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And inhale, slowly walk your hands back up. And come to sit on your, well, come to a seated position, I should say. Come to your easy seat with your legs crossed. Your hands to your knees. And feel yourself centered once again. Notice how you feel. Do you feel a sense of release? Do you feel heaviness, lightness, openness? Do you feel tired? Do you feel energized? You just close your eyes and notice how you feel for a moment. When you're ready, you can open your eyes once more. So the thing about the series that we did today, particularly on our back with all that core work, is you can do it just like that, go through those few different postures, I guess, a few different exercises, just as we did one time through. Or you can, each time you can do it, like we did a lot of 8 reps of everything. So you can do that again, and that's perfectly fine. Or if you want, every time you do it, you can add some more reps. So maybe instead of doing 8 and going through that series, maybe you do 16. Or one thing that I like to do is to go through that series several times in a row. So maybe to repeat it 3 times. And that can be your Pilates workout for the day. The more you do it, the more you'll be able to go within and tune in and really refine your movements and start to notice the places in your body that are still versus the places that are moving, how to control the parts that just want to like flop all over. You'll begin to refine the practice. So these are things that you can do day after day, year after year, and still grow into them. And so I feel like sometimes the first time can be a little, not overwhelming necessarily, but that you don't have that same sense of getting to really savor that inner experience. And so if that happened to have been your experience, that's okay. I encourage you to keep at it because it only gets better. So thank you for joining me. I'll be offering some more Pilates in the future.